Okay, folks, let's look at this sine rule problem for GCSE 9-1 Maths higher tier only. Okay, question number 1. Right, to work out the size of the angle marked X, give your answer correct to 1 dp, 1 decimal place. Now, the key for the sine rule is as follows. I have a side and a corresponding opposite angle, okay, and I have another side, and that's to work out angle and or side. Now the key here, which is a formula here which is given to you in this year's exam, is sine A. So sine capital A, sorry guys, so sine capital A over small a is equal to sine big B over little b. Okay, now all this just means is the angle that corresponds to the opposing side length. Okay, that's the key here. So, subbing this in, we're going to have sine of x over 13, okay, because that's opposite our angle. So sine x 13th, or 13th, is equal to sine 30 over 11. Okay. Now you might know, or you might not know, that sine 30 is equal to a half. Okay. So we're going to have, yeah, so times up by 13. So we're going to have sine of x is equal to 13 sine 30. So 13 times sine 30, 13 lots of sine 30 over 11. And to work out x, okay, what's the inverse of sine? Well, that be inverse sine. So to work out inverse sine, guys, I'm going to tap into my calculator here, shift and then the sin button. So it'll be sin to the -1 or sine to the -1. Okay, in brackets, 13 sine 30 over 11. Okay. When we do that, okay, let me just plug it into my calculator, guys. Give me roughly 30 seconds to plug it into my calculator. Okay, when we do that, what do we get? Well, we are going to get so sine to the -1 of 13 sine 30 divided by 11. Now, hopefully, if I haven't made a mistake, hopefully I've not made a mistake, you get 36.22, so it's 36.2 degrees to 1 decimal place. That, guys, is the sine rule explained. A very, very classic exam style question for the higher tier. The key is to remember that you'll have an angle and a corresponding opposite side, and another angle and another corresponding side, and has to work out either a corresponding side or an angle. If it's an angle, it's sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C, or it's A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. Okay, so if it's angle, it is always sine on the top. If it's a length, then it's always the small letter on the top. Okay, this will be given to you in this year's exam for 2025. Obviously, in the future, it might not be given to you, so obviously bear that in mind. Yeah, like for this academic year and this calendar year, they will give you the sine and cosine rule as long as you're happier with obviously how to plug it into the formula. But the key is that you'll be given one side and a corresponding opposite angle, and another side and a corresponding opposite angle. That's the best way here to remember the sine rule for higher tier trigonometry. Okay, thanks for watching.